What shocks me so much about this is how we've rendered this chamber to be such a pathetic tool. I mean, really, we're going about very important business. We all know it. We've got a lot of work to do here. And Washington, D.C. calls down and says, I want 5 new seats. And they conjure up this absurd pretext of a constitutional dilemma. I mean, we're also violating separation of powers again. The legislature is preemptively assuming that we have a constitutional problem with the composition of these congressional districts. That's not our decision. The courts figured that stuff out. That's why we've been tied up in litigation for 4 or 5 years already in El Paso. I'm just surprised that we don't have more pride in the Senate as an institution. We drew the maps. Why on earth would we say, well, okay, we'll give you 15 new seats? Maybe we should redistrict every 6 months. Every time the public is unhappy with bad performance in Washington, D.C., and threatens to hold the legislature accountable for their, I'm going to delete the expletives, bad policies, we'll just redistrict in order to avoid accountability. It's an assault on the American electoral system. I don't really want to hear anyone talking about election integrity again, because we are completely delegitimizing the power of the voters to speak their opinions. More and more people's voices count less and less, and we're facilitating it. And we don't need to. This is pretty simple. We should just tell Washington, D.C., no, we have better, more important things to do. There's a bunch of stuff on this call that I don't think should be on here, but I don't really begrudge having to be here. I don't even begrudge losing the vote. But this stuff, this is appalling. It's embarrassing. And I really think everybody in this chamber ought to simply say, no, we're not a tool. We are our own legislative body. Let's stand up for ourselves and legislate the things we're supposed to, not this garbage.